claps on it today. Good thing.
It's a good day.
Hey, I need a picture of you.
I'm changing.
I canceled these already for you now. I think your costume's a hit, Colin. It's all over Twitter. Say.
What is it?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a fairy gypsy, but I think my feelings are.
The manic fairy gypsy.
I'm more, yeah.
Decide which costume. The manic
Oh, geez, man, I can already-
You were
There's
being
not
mad.
enough days to Halloween, so you tried that. I actually never got it.
You can go whenever you want.
It's like an adventure national park.
All right, guys, you ready?
Yes, we are ready.
All right. Hello. Howdy. My name is Colin.
Howdy, Colin.
And today I'm going to be presenting my Halloween hackathon product, which is pumpkin. Inspired by the chef from the Muppets. All right. So we all know Brian. Meet Brian. Meet Brian. So Brian, like many people that we know, has a personality that's unique to him and very, very distinct from others. So Brian's carving his pumpkin this Halloween, but he faces a problem. Brian loves these llamas. What was the other word she used for alpaca? Yeah. Anyway, Brian loves llamas, and he wants his pumpkin to be a llama. But Brian has other ideas, and he's looking for a stencil so that he can put it on his pumpkin. But he's kind of imagining this Mexican pirate llama. So the problem is that Brian can't get. It's difficult to get stencils like these. So. Anyway, now we'll get into the user application. So choose your favorite animal. So Brian would put in a llama or an alpaca. And then you can choose one or two themes, and then it will blend them together and generate, when clicking the submit button, a stencil that is that. And then you can click print, and then he's good to go to his pumpkin. So Brian can have his Mexican pirate llama and really make the pumpkin about his personality, which leads to the final product of what I was able to come up with today. Thank you very much. Does anybody have any questions?
Take my money. How much does this piece cost?
Do I need to tell you what that picture looks like? God, you like, image is down.
All right. You have an US pen, or you have an English pen. I don't know. Anyway, that is my idea. I have not been able to develop it.
Go?
The code did not go. I had I would consider a lot of breakthroughs as far as the application I'm submitting for Spark. And then I was told, you know what, like today is about Halloween. Today is about the Halloween hackathon. So with that, I came in here today. Last night I apologized again for not having anything to submit. And I said, you know what, I can submit something. It wasn't much.
That you did.
Thank you.
I'm glad for helping your success.
I'm also really impressed with your Photoshop with the gun ones.
Yeah.
Well done. Okay, Addie.
Are we,
All right.
Dave needs to go last.
Who's up next?
You want to go?
Go for it.
No.
Yeah.
This is a team effort.
Yeah, I know. Go. I got your back.
In theory, it's just do this.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
It works.
Fire.
Yeah. Throw my remote.
This is not formal.
You want my remote?
No.
I'm not gonna allow you to do that.
Oh, come on. But, okay, use your remote. That's fine.
Just gonna sit in whoever's standing. Seat.
You guys hot?
Yes.
Oh.
You want a dongle?
I didn't know Colin.
You would not believe how warm it
He
is.
didn't have to have it.
Another day.
Can you see it? Come here.
No, you're good.
Oh, that's
I
nice.
have to get something else.
Hey, I lost my thing.
Your name? Oh, it's at your desk.
In case y'all don't know who I am, thank you. Because Faye put so much effort into this. Yeah.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
I need to find the program.
Oh, you're gonna demo it?
I have a mind map I want to use.
Okay. So, my name's Heather, and this is my partner Darren. Darren, the little devil.
And Sean.
And Sean, who's working remotely. He has a rat infestation that he's dealing with at home. And that's actually true. That's not a Halloween thing. Okay, so
Now that's on YouTube forever.
yeah,
That's right.
Halloween can be tricky because
Oh.
en route for the holy grail of candy, kids have to get past this and sometimes this and even this, which is pretty disgusting, right? How scary would that be for an infant just trying to get to the guy at the door who's got the candy? So this is Jane. Jane is all about Halloween. I was inspired by you. She has a family. She dresses them up and she takes them out, and it's a big event every year. This is her 8-year-old son, Stevie, and he's not afraid of anything. However, this is her little one, Rory, and Rory is exceptionally scared of everything, including being boiled like a little crustacean. I can't imagine why that little guy is scared to death. So Jane has to figure out how to balance Rory's fear of Halloween and everything related to costumes with little Stevie's pure whimsy and joy for everything scary. And so her and a bunch of parents got together in the neighborhood and they devised this manual system, which is if the house is too scary, then they light a little candle and put it at the edge of the driveway to let the other parents know that are going by that this one might not be appropriate for tweens, kids, or toddlers. Unfortunately, everybody else in the neighborhood really liked the idea and started using it as a form of decoration. So we've come up with a way for Jane to use what she's using anyway to capture the kids at Halloween. And it's called the Freaky Factor. And it's a mobile rating system that is GPS enabled so that you can rate the experience of that particular haunted house that you're passing by, or the scariest house on the block. Can be used both ways. So it can be used as a way to alert other parents that something should be completely passed over because it's too scary for a certain age group, or at the end of the day, it can essentially, or at the end of the night, it can essentially just tell you based on the aggregated ratings how scary a particular house is if you're dealing with a Halloween contest or something along those lines. So I'm going to let Darren explain the technical side of things, which should work in theory, but perhaps don't work in reality.
Sometimes do.
Yeah,
Yes.
because I had a
So-
scope issue.
Yeah, so I had the fortunate pleasure of working with two noobs on this that have never been to a hackathon before. So by the time I got into the project, the scope was pretty big. So one of the things I looked at to try and fix that was the Yelp API, because it kind of did everything we wanted to do with respect to location-based and ratings. Unfortunately, when I get into the documentation, all the language code samples were in languages we haven't used yet. So it was Python, Objective-C, Ruby. So we were going to attempt to learn Ruby yesterday. That didn't happen. So we were like, how else can we kind of cobble this together? So we looked in the Google Maps API, which we got working, geolocation service, which was great. And then we have a ratings system that you can't
You
see.
can't see the stars.
But you
but
can
there are
actually
stars
click
there.
and it'll give you a value, so that works. So the parts that don't work as of yet was putting this into a key value store and aggregating the data using some math functions. So that's kind of where we're at. We're really disappointed with Yelp. We wish there was although I did find a Node.js hack that someone's working on GitHub, so that may be a feasible option going forward. But so right now we can do this and you can rate it, but it doesn't aggregate it.
We can't
and
aggregate or
so it's
call
not
it
very
back.
useful for this Halloween, but maybe for next Halloween.
But it could also be, according to Sean, reskinned very easily for Christmas so that you can rate the light shows in your neighborhood and also rate like caroling, the value of caroling and gifts and any number of things. So the hope was just that it would be an infrastructure that people could use in their neighborhoods to rate various things at various holidays. That's it.
Questions, concerns?
That was our vision anyway.
All right,
Thank you.
thanks.
I was really hoping you were gonna say Sean had a rat problem. He's been home making little costumes all day. No. Good job, guys. All right, want something next? Did you?
It could also be used for like secret community back.
Yeah.
Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 5, how confident am I this person's a drug dealer?
All right, you want to go next? I think they're up.
I think
Okay.
so you guys going next, right? Okay. And you guys recommend?
Oh, maybe we could be that far.
That's like, what do I know?
I thought it was like we were gonna just use like two APIs and be done.
I don't want to.
Just like that.
Just
Oh,
like
that was
that.
great.
I don't know, Mark. Wait, what are you doing with it?
Just writing on a picture. No worries.
This,
What color? Or just like a big pen. One of them.
Is that for you?
No. There is like super weird for this.
Oh,
Who are you talking to? Do you need a pen? Is it for you? No, I'm asking for one.
Heather, you want to?
Oh, no.
That's Heather?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Should be able to bump her.
So it's
Get
already
off.
screwed up.
I'm not a. I already used the wrong pen.
Right now in spirit.
What are you guys dressed up as?
Yeah, guys, come on.
A dirty person who hasn't showered today.
He dressed up as a bum that sleeps in
Yeah, I just want to point out before the scoring round that Matt was here all night coding, and I was here until 1 a.m.
Way to get us
Brian was in till late, so here we are.
Any points? I think the scope is too big.
So okay, cool. Actually, mind if I just go on that side? Yeah, go that side.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're 2 at 4 actually. Yeah, this bad. It's like
All right. Hello, everybody.
hello.
My name is AJ Fraser, and I'm here with my colleagues, Matt Johnson and Brian Best. And we want to talk to you about a really exciting new product we've been working on for the last 24 hours. Specifically themed for this holiday, it's called Mask, the Halloween edition. And we hope that the best costume wins. So close to 50% of North Americans celebrate and actually dress up today.
Yeah.
About a third of people will actually go to some form of party or put on a party. And on average, about $73 is spent on whatever they're wearing. So you show up to a club and you've spent days and weeks and months on your costume because you know that once you get there, there's gonna be a Halloween costume competition. And you think, I'm gonna win this. I've spent all my time. I've got the makeup, I've got the attitude. I've got a great theme. I'm funny or I'm relevant, scary. And yet, at the end of the night, this guy wins. Because some fascist from up above decided and decreed that he's the winner because he's popular, because, I don't know, the guy bought the most drinks.
He's the boss, maybe.
He's the boss, maybe, yeah.
He owns the bar.
He owns more. So we present a solution, and it's called Mask. Mask is a democratic system. It's a crowdsourcing for costume contest votes. So when you get to our splash page here, you have the option to either make or join a party by a Twitter hashtag. When you join the party, you'll be brought to the main page. So the main page has a featured image slider of photos that are uploaded through the night. As they're uploaded through the night, you can tag somebody with their Twitter handle. You have to tag somebody with a Twitter handle. And those photographs go into that user's profile. You can rate the photographs as they come from 1 to 5. And those numbers eventually tally up to a score. If we press that photograph button, you can take a new photograph, tag the user, and that goes on. As well, you can press this trending button, and the trending button will take you to a leaderboard where it will tell you the real-time tally of top scores. So right now, Brian's in the lead, 44. Matt's got 40. Poor Faye's at 7. But Faye's enthusiasm and networking.
Are you currently using this for the class?
No. Faye's enthusiasm and networking skills through the night could take her over the top. So a little bit talk about our competition. We found that in the field there's actually no competition right now. Right now, Judgment Software. There's actually Competition Suite and WadRocket, which are great products, but they use the same system where it's 1 or 2 people at the top making judgment based on arbitrary scores, and it's not crowd selected, or the conventional pen and paper. Halloween themed competition are shitty little apps that are just games and things that don't do very much. So one-time use only. 60% of Canadians enjoy and participate in this holiday. Most of us do too. It was my favorite holiday growing up. There's almost $1 billion Canadian spent every year and $8 billion down in the US. So it's actually a huge market that's not being tapped into. We hope that we're going to onboard one local party tonight, 1,000 parties within the next year, and 100,000 parties within 2 years. The way we make some money from this, it's actually a free application for parties that have up to 100 users. There's a bit of a fee past that. We do have a pro app, which is Mask Plus, allows custom contest categories. So, like the funniest costume or the weirdest costume or the lamest costume, whatever they want. We do custom skinning for companies that don't want to use the mask marketing stuff, the mask branding. And we're going to sell the qualitative consumer data to costume manufacturers. So just want to mention the applications for this range beyond Halloween. There's lots of things that have costume competitions, and we hope to get into anime, comic, and furry conventions worldwide. So we hope that you guys go out tonight, you dress up, and may the best costume win. Excellent. Go to mask.xyz.com, and Matt will talk a little bit about.
Yeah, we could do a really quick demo. I don't know how much time we have. Is there a timer running anywhere? No. Okay, I'll be super quick.
Can we use the class right now?
No. So what we have working is
Are you gonna onboard a party tonight if it doesn't work?
It's gonna work.
It's gonna work before 7 p.m. or whatever.
I can say that, but I might just quit before then.
We're still really ambitious.
So just a quick question, guys. How can you tell if a party's going to be over 100 users? If
Brian, is it still working for you? It's not working on this.
If you're the way I kind of gathered it is,
weird.
As photos come up and you rate them, you're adding Twitter handles to it then, right?
Yeah. Right.
How can you initially tell that?
No, you're not adding Twitter handles. So when you take a photograph, if I were to take a photograph of you, I would be able to tag a Twitter handle to that.
Oh, so it's from a pool of Twitter.
But you would be a user that would have logged in with your Twitter handle.
We are using Twitter's API to log in with Twitter to this application, so we're keeping track of all the usernames that are logging into our system.
Okay.
Through that, you'll have a list that you're able to tag from, so you'll be able to take a picture. All right, these are the people that are signed in right now, and you fill out the name, and then that would go into their profile.
Okay.
And you
Okay.
you do have the option to put in the Twitter handle manually.
Yeah.
But it might not tag anybody if they're not in the system yet.
So right now what we have working, if you click join, it will save your Twitter information to a database. It will grab your Twitter information from Magic. Do you want to sign in with Twitter? Yes.
You can actually follow us on Twitter.
And
Mask@.
it goes back to the app. May take a few moments, may never happen.
I did the last time.
Mask.xyz. And then we have a lot of the UI here where you can vote from 1 to 5, click to upload a picture. You can browse for a picture. None of that's actually going to work. It needs to hook into S3, and it doesn't do that yet.
Fix something there now.
But yeah, so that's what we have. Off with Twitter, users saved to a database, and not much further than that.
So do you have a list of the users now? Like, will you see that we log in?
In my database, yes, but not on the user side. All right.
Way to go.
Very cool. I can't believe no one's doing that yet.
They
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, and it's just like the whole, because we were talking about Halloween theming. Once you get into comic conventions and like people cosplayers, and you do like
Once you get people are really
whole
serious.
convention-wide
Yeah.
crowdsourcing of votes.
That would be
Super
fun.
cool.
Yeah, that actually is.
Alright, guys.
What's up?
Mine.
One of the
Gamer
gamers.
you guys are any longer?
Is yours a game too?
It's not the same type of, it's not as awesome as yours. It
You didn't, wait, it doesn't.
doesn't matter. You guys go.
We have a very, very short presentation and then demo.
I bet yours is shorter.
You don't have the demo one. Or you have the presentation.
Sabrina.
You're not in the, there you go. Frame, there you go. Okay. So, how are we gonna do this? I'm gonna go over here. So we did a trick or treat game, and I guess I'll just show you. We actually did do some coding today, or yesterday. So, so we made an array, which I'm pretty stoked about. I have never made one of those before. So two arrays in our game. So the first one just shows some of the quotes and information we used. And basically, the clicking trick runs the array to do an action, and then a random quote is chosen from the list in the array. So that's pretty much the extent of our
A random quote or challenge.
which you will see in our.
You have to
our
do
demo.
the challenge to earn the treat, which is the second array.
And there's a spider in the actual.
This is escape.
There you go. And there's a spider. Now the demo. So
But everything does work.
it does
Spider, your
work.
bug or what?
There's a bug in the system. It's a spider. Okay. So here it is.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
And you press trick, and then you get some facts. And pop a pumpkin.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
That is
That's
Sabrina.
Sabrina.
Yes.
Or Faye.
Or Faye.
Pop a pumpkin.
Yes.
And we go pop a pumpkin?
Go for it.
Not yet, Carol.
Oh, sorry. I guess it's not the.
I have the instructions online, and you have. Because we had a technical aspect, but we also wanted users to be interactive with one another because we wanted the game to be fun and not just like on the computer.
It's good for teachers and stuff.
Yeah, and so it generates different challenges. It encourages users to interact with one another and have fun along the way, and then have the option to earn a treat.
What?
Press the treat button.
The treat
decides how many treats you get. Oh, 4 treats per winner. So somebody's gonna get diabetes by the end of the day. But anyway, that's the extent of our demo right now. It's working, and there's an array that catch your
And Pop a Pumpkin is like a separate option that parents or older users can figure out how to make it. You put treats in a balloon and blow it up and then make it like a pumpkin. And when you pop a pumpkin, you actually pop the pumpkin. And treats will come out of it. That's good.
So that's it.
Cool.
Demo time.
Carol and Shona first. You wanna do that?
And then we'll play their game.
You'll get more candy that
See,
way.
there's a 10-hour scope, Heather.
Maybe we're too ambitious. I don't think that.
We weren't to the last half an hour.
That's true. And you did the ancillary. The coding.
No.
Sorry.
No.
I said eliminate some things. You're like,
Now I do.
no.
Oh, I want to just do it.
Well, we learned some things about scope. We can still finish it. It was very simple.
Do you have the demo as well?
The URL is in the, yeah.
Okay, are we gonna play with them?
I thought we could let them just go ahead and do it. It's loading a little slow from the server, but it does work. Okay.
That'll be fine.
I'm on it.
Hello. I'm Shona,
Carol.
and we have something to present to you today, which is a little spooky. And as I said, it is actually even shorter than their presentation because this is it. Come on.
Pretty short.
Oh, it's pretty
Yep,
short.
that's it.
The mouse is too far away. Come on, mouse.
Far away from what?
My computer.
I vote we go through the game with them.
Yeah, let's do the game. Because Carol's this game is awesome.
It is awesome.
This
Are
game
you
is
ready for
I'm
it?
ready.
Go to this
Well,
URL, please.
Do it now.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Can I do it on my phone?
Yeah, go for
Yeah.
it. It's not
work
great on your phone, but it's
It has to.
No, will it work on his phone?
I'll just
It's
watch
not
somebody
great, but it works.
It does?
Okay.
Just watch somebody else.
Or you can go onto my computer.
Can I go ahead?
Go ahead.
Wait.
Play. Yeah. Okay, yeah, maybe we'll see.
Well, what if you're too scared?
What's the? I can see the first part of the difference.
Well, press it if you're too scared.
Like a cat.
Yeah, you're scared of the cat.
It's like one of those books where you go to a certain page.
It's a choose your own adventure game. We recommend you don't play it on cell phones yet. It's not. Just saying.
I got to the pit of despair.
Yay! Win!
Can you win this game?
Yeah.
Yes. Emily
Well,
just won.
Kind of.
Sort of.
I mean,
It's a catch-22.
yeah.
I made it to BuzzFeed Animals.
You got to BuzzFeed.
Well, I'm sorry you're a coward.
I ran.
You win!
Did anybody make it to
We
the
found the pit.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah.
But I click it.
I lost.
How were you lost?
Don't you know clowns are creepy?
Don't be scared. You
Yay! So that's what we
So
spent the
that's
last
what we
2
did.
days on.
That's from the Princess Bride.
Yes,
From the Princess
a
Bride.
fantastic movie.
It is in fact written in Node.js. It uses Socket.io. It uses Redis. It was like I said, these are the technologies we already know. So we'll glue them together in a different
Awesome.
way.
That's great.
And that's what we built nonetheless.
And they draw the pictures in the house.
Can we play their game now? Can we play their game now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Okay.
Before we start though, that was everybody.
Yeah.
So the rules for picking the winner are everybody gets 3 votes. Send those, direct message those votes to me. You cannot vote for your own team. And I'll
Is it
tell
like,
you.
like you score them like 1, 2, and 3, or do you just like?
No, you just pick 3.
But so there are only 3 teams that can choose them, so it's nice.
What's that?
In order